Yo guys, what's happening? It's Rhys here again, just to go through this week. You guys are about to strip out more of the car, just taking out more sound deadening. The shit is everywhere. Yeah, the dash is finally out. The steering wheel's still on, it's still going to get changed, but probably this week we'll be taking out the air conditioning unit as well, all the air conditioning belts, everything to do with that. Yeah, there's not too much else. It's a bit of trampolining, a bit of fun as well. Yeah, just hanging out. The hoarding of car shit begins. As you guys can see, that's all the strip out of the car. There's so many panels everywhere. It's the dash. It was actually in really good condition. So that'll definitely be going back in, along with all the speedo and stuff like that. All the little parts to go with it. The radio and the air conditioning unit probably be taken out. The center console, that'll be going back in. The seats are like a temporary thing. I'll probably get some brides eventually, and I'll probably get the roll cage in at the same time with exhaust though. So I keep going to open the car with this key here to unlock it, but I keep forgetting that I've just disconnected the battery. So I'll show you guys that. One thing that's really cool about this car, like from standard, it already had the battery relocated to the boot. So you can see there the ground's negative terminal there. So the car won't run out of power. So the dash has been all stripped out. It's pretty bare bones at the moment. If you've like noticed all the wires that I've disconnected, I've labelled them all just to make sure I know where they go back and everything like that. You see a little bit of surface rust along here, but it's not that bad. I still got the Momo steering wheel left on it. That'll be getting changed out. I just have to wait till I do the hiker's deletion, so I can get a proper steering wheel for that and a proper adapter. As you can see, all the sound deadening is out. It's actually not too bad, where I've taken the dry ice and used that to chip it all out. But the vertical panels where you couldn't really put the dry ice on, I had to use a blowtorch and it's just left behind this gunky ass like goo. It just looks like shit at the moment, but it's not too bad because I'll be grinding it down and I'll be repainting all the inside to match the outside. So yeah, I'll be grinding that down later in the week. Just yeah, it's a lot of prep work. Just a lot of time to get rid of all this seam sealer there. You can see all that. Eventually that'll be all stitch welding. I haven't really shown you the engine yet, but like I said, it's all pretty stock. Like all these hoses, they're gonna have to get changed out because some of them are a little bit brittle, and like, especially this one here, and it's just like restricting it. So yeah, but there's pretty much nothing aftermarket apart from the pod filter and the blow-off valve, which you can just see down there. I think you might be able to see the turbo just through there, but it's very hard to see. It's only the front end of it. Yeah, like I said, once again, it's very standard. This is probably left last. Like I'm gonna build the motor to the car specifications, kind of. So like all the cooling system will be done first, and then I'll match the motor, like the output of the motor, to what I've actually got in the car. I just think it's a smarter way to do it and build it up first. I'll start doing a lot more videos for you guys where I actually show the work, because obviously I've just been doing it lately without actually filming it. My girlfriend keeps going nuts at me, telling me that I should. You know how it gets, you just get lazy. But yeah, there's a new oil filter there, new fuel filter on there. I drained the oil to the engine like the other week. Radio's been flushed out, but that's going to get changed out soon, because I'm pretty sure it has like a slight leak. Because every time I come home I see like a little puddle under the car. Not large enough to like really warrant any danger, but yeah, that'll definitely be getting changed out. More piles of shit. So this is actually the manky ass old bumper that was never going back on. It actually came with the car and it was in tatters. I think it was fiberglass. Every time you would drive, because the car was so low, it would just scrape on everything. And as you can see, like all the damage it just incurred the whole time. I reckon someone's had a bit of an accident there, just because on the front that you would have seen the other week, where I took off the bumper mounting brackets, they're actually a little bit bent. Not on the chassis, but just those little metal brackets, they're actually a little bit bent. So I reckon there's been a crash there, but obviously I checked out the chassis and everything like that. The rails are all good. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So you might not be able to hear me. It's because of the safety gear I got on. But I was using the grinder with a flat disc, and it was just, I don't know, it was eating too much into the paint, and it was too hard to get around edges and stuff like that. So I just started using the drill, the wire wheel. Seems to work really well. Just on the edge of it, just to get the gaps. Which yeah, might be a bit noisy if you're not around to hear me. See there, like, it takes off the paint, but I'm not too worried because I'm going to respray it anyway. You can see the sound deadening's out, and then these little grooves like this here makes it a lot easier. And you're flying around like areas like this, where my hand is here, all that, it's really hard to get out with just a straight flat disc. But yeah, also all this seam sealer works really well on that, so that'll all be coming out because it'll eventually be getting stitch welded. So yeah, I think I'll just keep going with this. It'll be a few more hours, still a little labour intensive work, but I'll still be going there. I probably should add as well, I'll still have to sand this down so it's a lot more smoother when I paint it, so you don't see all the scratch marks, because this can be a bit rough, but it's definitely worth the job just doing this first. And then getting your grinder and just running it over it with like a really high grit, just so there's no scratch marks, it's just a smooth surface for the paint.
Backflip.